Foottrading.co.uk is now live and site areas are being rolled out all the time. Icons are live, fluctuations are live, chem styles are live, and you guys will make millions of coins. We've got guys in the Discord that are making tons of coins, selling them, making profit from using the site. Tournament areas are also about to go live for you guys to win competitive prizes. It's going to be absolutely awesome. You'll never need to buy FIFA points again, we guarantee it. So check out the site, but for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. If you are new around here, make sure you subscribe down below, click the like button and comment. All of these things make a massive difference to the channel. I will be live on Twitch yet again. The link will be down below, so click it, come over and join the community. It's an amazing place to learn how to trade, all that awesome stuff. And Foot Trading, our first tournament, is going to go live in a couple of weeks' time. If you're a subscriber to the website, you'll get to enter it. There'll be prizes for basically everyone that does well in the tournament. There's going to be an awesome setup there. So if you fancy yourself as a bit of a pro player, you can get involved in a tournament that anybody is free to enter if you're a subscriber. But we are going to talk about a couple of things that you guys can buy into in the next day or two to make a lot of coins in the long term. In the short term, it's going to be really good. But we're also going to talk about some low budget stuff that those of you guys that maybe don't have very many coins can just start to think about targeting that quite a few people aren't bothering with, okay? I know some of you guys have got mid-tier budgets now and high-tier budgets, so we'll talk about what you can do very soon, but we'll talk about low budget, right? Now, I've shown you chemistry style trading, so I'm not going to go over that again. There's an amazing video on it, and you guys have been absolutely killing it with that, so I'm so happy for you guys. It's brilliant. But now we're going to talk about what else you guys can be doing to make some coins, okay? Now, something that is being overlooked consistently is working with cards that are not players, okay? I showed it on stream the other day, had a DM from someone who said they made 100k in a day. They had a day off, I think it was work or whatever it was, and they made 100,000 coins in one day doing this, okay? So players are what everyone goes to for trading, okay? And I get it, I do it myself, most people do it, and that's fine. But the stadium items, staff, all that sort of stuff, some of that stuff has unbelievable value. Now, what you're trying to avoid is anything that is extinct, because if it's extinct, it's going to have a lot of battle for it, okay? So we start by looking at staff, and we're going to look at managers. Anything that's extinct, so France was extinct, I don't know if it still is, but yeah, so France, for example, I wouldn't touch. There is no reason to touch France, because you're going to sit here trying to snipe one like everybody else, and you're hoping for one to pop. And the chances are it's got a bot on it, chances are it's got people on it. So instead of that, you're going to think about all the nations that might be a bit harder to link across this year. You're going to think about all the things that you might want to do this year. And so the first one we're going to start with is quite an obvious one, and that's the United States, okay? Now these guys, there's so many United States players on this game that people want to link up, and especially the ladies that are unbelievable. But some people only want to put a couple in their team. So United States managers are absolutely brilliant as a way to make coins. Okay, they always do well. Now there's another thing that you guys can do to boost their value. Okay, so if we look at United States and we check Premier League, okay, we're going to search United States Premier League. As you can see, there are very few on the market. The cheapest is 1,600 coins. So you can pick up the United States managers there for 600 coins. Now, if you go and look at leagues, which some of you guys will already have in your club, that's the most important thing. Some of you guys will have these in your club already. I think it's here, Manager League. Go League, Premier League. When these are low, I don't know how low they are at the moment, they're low at the moment. See, look at this, easy to pick up. You can pick up a Premier League from here for 200 coins. You can then go and buy yourself a American manager, and you can go and list it. And you list it up for the 1,600, 1,700 coins they're going for, and they will sell. Guaranteed they will sell. Every single time I do it, they sell, without fail. It's really simple, and you can do the same across all the other leagues as well. So if you go and manage a league and you want to go League 1, again, they're going to be discard price again. So I'm fairly certain you'll get one at discard price. Let's just check. Yeah, you'll be able to snipe one at discard price easily. Or bid on them and get them for 150, even easier. So you can add those to managers to make a lot of coins. It's so easy to do, but there's so many nations out there. I've shown this one before, I'm going to show you again. Nigeria. I know some of you guys messaged me after to say, you've ruined my filter because you put Nigeria in your video, but it is what it is. Again, if we go searching up for Nigeria, they're expensive at the moment. Very expensive. There you go. So 3.5k. So all of these, Ligue 1, okay, which is great, perfectly fine. But if you think about the two Nigerian players that are what everyone is using on the game, one's from La Liga Santander and one is from the Serie A. So bear that in mind when you think about, okay, well maybe I could snipe a couple of these. And if you can snipe them, fantastic. So there's like 3-2 there, which is a little undercard, but you probably want a little bit lower. If you can snipe them, fantastic. Then you can add a manager, just consumable to it, and boost your profits even further. And there are so many like that on this game. If you do bronze pack method, you'll have an understanding. I don't think Dutch managers are that expensive this year. Oh, they actually are. I'm talking nonsense. Dutch managers are great this year. And again, you haven't got to work with bronze. You can work with gold, which is great. They're going to get packed a lot. Times to really think about these are times like content supply at 6 p.m. They're usually good to get people opening up packs and they go into their division rival awards. Generally tend to help them. I think there are quite a few reward levels that give you managers, so they're really good places to pick them up. If we get like mega packs and stuff like that for Trailblazers, then that could also be a good place to pick them up. But they rise and drop and rise and drop, and you can make so many coins, especially if you attach manager items to them, like contracts or leagues. Other things that you can work with, I talked about it before, are kits. These are one of the easiest things to work with. They are so profitable. Again, you might want to go to Man United as an example. Kit colour, it's important. You want to get red because that's their main kit. The home kit, which has all the value. That's a badge. We're doing that to kit. That's what I meant. Kit, authentic, Premier League, Man United, yellow, red even. They just call red yellow. Again, there you go. So they're worth a lot of money. And again, it's not something people sit on. Think about all the major teams and check their prices, basically. It is so easy to make coins from it. But next thing we're going to talk about, pretty big news. Foot Scoreboard, I'll shout them out. For some reason on Twitter at the moment, there's this thing when someone posts something cool, everybody goes and rather than retweeting it, they put it into their own tweet and go at Foot Scoreboard. No, this is their content, so we should be sharing it and helping people out, basically. Foot Scoreboard, they tell you what new packs are coming to the store, and there's a massive pack here, the Max 87 base hero player. Now that could be a store pack, and that wouldn't surprise me if it was EA, but it could and probably will be an SBC. Again, EA Play Welcome Pack, not bothered about. Untraded Premium Electrum, that's fine, whatever. But this is the main one we're thinking about, okay? You've also got the Position Players pack, could be for the build-up now to Trailblazers, relatively easily to be that. So fodder is your friend. This sheet here is lowest price players on FIFA, okay? And if you want to get to it, you literally type in lowest players by rating or cheapest players by rating FootWiz, and it will bring this page up. Your task really here is simple. It's to buy one of each. So if we look at Rachel Daly, fodder is slowly creeping up, okay? Now 85s historically are about 7.5k on old games. So even if you buy her now and she drops off slightly, she's worth money. I don't believe you should go and buy all these cards and buy 50 of them and wait for fodder to rise. You can do if you want to, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to buy one of each and stick them in my club. That's all I'm going to do. Buy one of each card, stick them in my club. 84's fine, 85's. 86's, you see that gap now appearing between those two a little bit. That wasn't happening before. It's really good to see. It means the market's starting to rise. 87's, this is Lucy Bronze on Sunday, 9.7. Now we're up to 13.5k. But again, 87 rated cards historically are like 20k plus. So you can't really go wrong on buying into these cards. You're going to do relatively well. Endler again was at a lower 13. But if we look at her hourlies, bit by bit, they've steadily risen. Some of this is people already buying into fodder and holding it and being advised to do so. Again, the best thing you can do is buy one of each and stick them in your club, okay? I can't stress that enough. Don't go out and buy tons of them and hope that EA's content comes out. If you buy one of each and stick them in your club, you can just save yourself the hassle of going unassigned or waiting for stuff to rise, okay? Alternatively, you can rash invest into the cards that are required when 6 p.m. comes round. So say at 6 p.m, this hero pack drops and it's an 84, 85, 86, 87 squad. You can rash invest into 84s in that moment in the hope that they go up. You can rash invest into 85s in the hope that they go up. But because we're starting to see some consistent content, fodder is starting to slowly rise, okay? And now what will happen this week is every single sort of day come between now and the end of the week, EA should drop some form of content that's going to cause the market to rise and your coins to be used up. And that's usually in the form of these random position player packs and the heroes and icons. That's how EA usually get people to rinse their clubs out. So that is your turn now to go, right, I'm going to get myself ready for it and I'm going to make some coins. Final thing, we're finally starting to see a little dip off in the market. It is Wednesday. Tuesday historically this year has been the highest point in the market. We're slowly starting to see a dip off now. So you're seeing Modric is slowly coming down a little bit. Lewandowski's come down ever so slightly. So basically his high has been about sort of that 467, 466 range. Just coming down a little bit this morning, down to 450. Keep an eye on them. Again, the buy point for these has usually tended to be Thursday, Friday. You could risk it for the Friday. That's probably what I'm going to do. Buy into them, hopefully with a drop off for Friday. But the market is starting to drop ever so slightly. Not massively crashing or anything like that. So you can start to think, if you're high budget, maybe I'm going to buy into a few of these players. I worry about Luka Modric because he's been packed so much. But I still think he's very, very strong. I still think he's got a very good chance of rising a lot when he's out of packs. With the fact that Real Madrid are probably likely to get the +2 as well is only going to make him more overpowered. So he's someone that I would look at. I think the only reason why his price has been held down to a certain degree is because he's been packed so much. I've seen so many people pack this card. It's unreal. But these are the things to think about in the short term right now. If you're low budget, working with consumables, stadium items, all that stuff is unbelievably overpowered. Especially adding manager leagues to managers. It does really, really well. So I'd get involved in that if I were you guys. If you're mid-budget, you've got a bit of spare coins, some fodder in your club, can't really go wrong with that. And mid to high budget, fodder, and looking at his road to knockouts for when they drop off the face of the earth. I mean, I don't know if they'll drop that far. But when they drop off quite significantly, ready for the new promo, okay? If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. Speak to you soon.